just last week on Monday, the FDA issued an announcement that they had approved Aducanumab. It's very important to understand the regulations that they use to approve the drug. I realize most of us understand that FDA's job is to decide whether a drug is safe and effective for treatment. Safe and effective means based on clinical measures. Clinical measures is medical talk or doctor talk for the things that doctors ask patients about and patients tell doctors about, how they're feeling, how they're doing. Measures of things that would describe someone's health. In the case of persons living with Alzheimer's disease, those would be measures certainly of cognition, but even more importantly, day-to-day function, the ability to manage money, medications, transportation, technology, those kind of very real-world measures. The decision that FDA reached was not on the basis of those kinds of measures. Instead, FDA used a different set of regulations. The regulations that are known as the accelerated approval mechanism. The accelerated approval mechanism allows FDA to approve a drug for treatment if there is, number one, an unmet need for treatment. The disease is serious. And number two, there's evidence that the drug has an effect on a surrogate for clinical measures. Surrogate's a funny word, and I'll explain that more in just a bit. So the two key bits from the FDA's decision to grant accelerated approval are quoted here. First, that there was substantial evidence that Aduhelm reduces amyloid, and that this reduction is reasonably likely to predict important benefits to patients. So what the FDA said was, the evidence that the drug reduces amyloid, which you saw back in 2016 on the cover of Nature, was sufficient evidence to approve the drug, because the FDA also felt that there was decent, reasonable evidence that if you reduce amyloid, you're going to benefit a person living with Alzheimer's disease. The second key decision that FDA made last Monday was to require Biogen, the owner of the drug, to conduct a new randomized controlled clinical trial to verify the drug's clinical benefits. The design and conduct of that study has yet to be announced, and the CEO of Biogen estimates it might take about 8 to 9 years to complete that study.